Hello to all my Joe-dolls. If you're new to the channel, thanks for tuning in where we focus on finance, real estate, and other life topics. Be sure to hit the subscribe and notification bells. I'm posting valuable new content on a weekly basis. Alright, so today I wanted to provide an economic update regarding the status of the United States economy. Now this information is fresh off the presses. It just came out on Monday, yesterday. But according to the National Bureau of Economic Research, which determines recessions, the United States officially entered a recession in February. Now, many economists have already said that we are in the worst downturn since the Great Depression. But now that downturn is an official recession. The National Bureau of Economic Research stated, and I quote, "The committee recognizes that the pandemic and the public health response have resulted in a downturn with different characteristics and dynamics than prior recessions. Nevertheless, it concluded that the unprecedented magnitude of the decline in employment and production and its broad reach across the entire economy warrants the designation of this episode as a recession, even if it turns out to be briefer than earlier contractions." So there you have it, Joe-dolls. The United States economy has entered its first recession in over a decade this past February, as the pandemic has triggered the shutdown of so many businesses across this country. The official recession designation on Monday means that a 128-month economic expansion, the longest on record, has ended. I mean, this is a very big deal, guys. We've gone from downturn, economic slowdown to recession. I just hope that this new news encourages lawmakers and the president to get a second round of stimulus checks issued sooner than later, guys. I mean, right now, it's anyone's guess, but the White House wants to wait to see the job numbers for June. They're doing a wait-and-see approach. Meanwhile, there are over 40 million Americans unemployed. Now, according to the latest job report, the United States added 2.5 million jobs in May, and unemployment declined from over 15% down to 13.3%. However, from what I'm hearing, those numbers may need to be revised, and not in a good way. Meaning those numbers could be adjusted back upward. Now, as a rule of thumb, recessions are thought to occur after 2 consecutive quarters of negative gross domestic product growth. However, that isn't always the case, and it's generally the Bureau's decision to determine recessions, which in this case, it has just said that we entered a recession in February of this year. The committee stated, and I quote, "A significant decline in economic activity spread across the entire economy, normally visible in production, employment, and other indicators. A recession begins when the economy reaches a peak of economic activity and ends when the economy reaches its trough." We also know that the United States gross domestic product fell 5% in the first quarter and is likely to post the worst decline in history for the second quarter, possibly more than 50% according to latest projections. The declaration by the Bureau of Economic Research really does confirm the widespread economic pain that has resulted from measures taken to combat the pandemic. Now, Congress and the Federal Reserve Board have poured trillions of dollars into the economy since the recession began, and there are early signs that those efforts help prevent a much worse outcome. I mean, guys, the way I view the announcement is that it really just makes official what has already been obvious. I mean, we have double-digit unemployment and contracting gross domestic product the first quarter of 2020. Both of these conditions are preludes to a recession. However, I do find it interesting, remarkable in a sense, that they made such a fast determination regarding this matter. The fact that they chose to do so now really confirms the seriousness and intense nature of our current crisis. I just hope it serves as a wake-up call to those in charge to get us Americans more assistance sooner than later, because as of now, it appears no new stimulus legislation assistance is coming before July. Alright, Joe-dolls, so what are your thoughts about the National Bureau of Economic Research declaring the United States is now officially in a recession? Do you agree with their findings? Please leave your feedback in the comment section. Now, if you found value in the video, please give it a like and also share. It really helps to support and grow the channel. Thanks again, and until next time.